Hello my friends and welcome. This is the story of the Colleen Bawn, and it is one of the most chilling tales that captivated Ireland back in 1820, yet not many people today remember this sad story. Ellen, from Ballycarhain, in North Limerick, was known for her beauty and innocence. Locals gave her the nickname, On Colleen Bawn, or the White Girl, as a nod to her pure nature. Conscious of the child's future, her uncle and legal guardian began putting money away to use as a dowry for when the time was right for Ellen to marry. By the age of 15, Ellen's dowry amounted to just over £100, a considerable sum for a person of the peasant class in that particular era. Ellen's beauty caught the eye of the handsome John Scanlon, a notorious gambler, who was in his early 20s and heir to Ballycarhain Castle. After mere weeks, the pair disappeared without a trace, along with all of Ellen's money. It is said that Ellen and Scanlon ran away to the village of Colleen. However, there is no evidence proving this union, and it is thought that Scanlon enlisted a fake priest to fool the girl into handing over her dowry. After only a month, Ellen disappeared. When questioned about her absence, Scanlon replied that she had run away with a sailor. So did Ellen find love with a sailor and run away from her initial marriage? Not exactly. Some 6 weeks after her disappearance, 2 fishermen discovered a body washed up on the shore. The body was that of a young girl, which was missing an arm, and no teeth remained in her skull. The police were notified, and Ellen's maid was summoned to identify the body, a difficult task considering the decomposition. When asked if the girl had any identifiable marks, the maid described her mistress as having a double set of front teeth. Although the corpse had no teeth remaining, a doctor was called in, and was able to identify her tooth sockets, as matching Ellen's description. Therefore, the body was declared to be that of the missing Ellen Hanley, and a warrant was sent for the arrest of Scanlon and his servant, a young man named Sullivan. Scanlon's family enlisted the expertise of Ireland's most famed barrister Daniel O'Connell, who attempted to blame the still missing Sullivan. It was assumed that there would be an acquittal, as it was felt that one of the ascendancy should not suffer for a crime against a commoner. However, the jury found it hard to believe that Sullivan could carry out the deed without some involvement from Scanlon, given the closeness of the two men. Scanlon was therefore declared guilty and sentenced to death by hanging. He was taken from the jail on March 16, 1820, to Gallows Green, the place of execution at the Clare side of the Shannon. A carriage and horses were procured for the journey of 1 mile. Crossing the bridge, en route to Gallows Green, the horses stopped, and though the soldiers who accompanied the procession used whips and bayonet thrusts, they could not get the horses to move. Scanlon was obliged to leave the carriage and walk to the place of execution. Shortly after Scanlon's death, Sullivan was found in County Kerry. Without any money to afford himself a high-class barrister, Sullivan resorted to telling his truth on the matter. And his story was a horrifying tale for the jury to hear. The initial plan was for Sullivan to get Ellen so drunk that she would pass out. Then he would row her out into the River Shannon estuary, shoot her and throw her body overboard. Sullivan, however, could not follow out the plan and brought her back to shore to be met by his furious master. Scanlon was livid and demanded he go out and make a second attempt. During the second attempt, Sullivan shot his gun but missed, hitting his victim in the arm, waking her up and causing her to scream. Panicking, Sullivan proceeded to bludgeon the girl to death with the butt of his gun, causing the girl to lose all her teeth in the struggle. While Sullivan's story explains that he was responsible for killing Ellen Hanlon, Scanlon was the brains behind the operation. After only 15 minutes of deliberation, the jury declared Sullivan guilty, and he was also sentenced to death by hanging. Ellen's body lies in Killimere graveyard. While her grave lies unmarked, a monument is erected in the girl's honor, and rightly so. And that, my friends, is the horrific story of the Colleen Bawn. Thank you for watching, and goodbye for now.